What's up, guys? This is Elemental here, coming at you with my second Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This Pokemon Wi-Fi battle is actually a Trick Room team, and unfortunately, this is my first time using Trick Room, and this actually comes out super good for me, which is actually inspires me to use maybe more Trick Room teams in future battles. So, yeah, my Pokemon are they're set up and already. I have like a system going through them. So without further ado, let's get started. So this guy's name is Tyrone. Yeah, it's a black name. And then, no, racist, I'm just kidding. And then, so I start off with a lead Smurgle here, and then I go for the agility. I already got the Smurgles all planned out. He starts out with a Tsunami, which is a Swampert, which I am not scared of. He's obviously going to go for his entry hazards first, which do not take its toll in this battle. So then I go for my Spore, like what Smurgle does not carry Spore, haha. And then, usually I have another Smurgle, and it carries Stealth Rock Spikes, and Spore and some other move, U-turn, I believe. So this is my Trick Room team. He switches out, goes into his Macedonian, which is his shiny Gyarados, which sucks for me because now I have -1 attack, and my plan is kind of ruined. I go for the next agility, and for right now, what we're doing is I'm trying to go for the agility, then extreme speed, then another extreme speed, maybe another agility. So right here, I'm like, okay, let's see how much this baby extreme speed will work. Dude, I'm hoping to do like more than half or something, but look how much it does. It does nothing to this Gyarados. This Gyarados starts bulking up on his special attack and stuff. I mean, his attack. He gets some +1, which is really bad for me. Things are looking pretty much bad if he sets up 3 Dragon Dances. I go for my next Extreme Speed, maybe hoping to get a critical or something like that. I'm pretty much locked into Extreme Speed because the moveset on this Smirgle is Endover, Spore, Extreme Speed, and Agility. So really I have no move to use except some power-ups and Agility. I can't use a Spore because that would be breaking, what do you call it? Sleep clause, I believe, and I do not want to break rules in this early of a battle. So then I go for the next extreme speed, hoping for a critical. I actually thought this was a critical, but it wasn't. He goes for the D-Dance, which is now +2, which sucks for me. And I'm hoping this guy doesn't be lucky and like kill this Smirgle, which he won't because obviously I have Focus Sash. He gets a Dragon Dance. I get my agility up. The reason why I just keep going for agilities, except instead of extreme speeds, is because if he maybe switches out, I have a purpose to use agility. So now he goes for his waterfall after his +3 Dragon Dances, and I have Focus Sash, so I'm not worried at all. Plus the system I had going with the Smirgle was he'd go for the any power-up moves or something. First I'd go for the agility, raising my speed. I'd go for the Spore, and then I'd go for extreme speed. Then maybe he'd switch out and go for a powerful move of some type. And then I focus session and go for Endover. And it kind of worked out here. I go for Endover at 1 HP, and I'm like, okay, this would kill this Gyarados, no worries. And it leaves him at 1 HP. He's not Focus Sash, obviously. He has lefties, so I'm kind of disappointed at my Smirgle, but no worries. I still have, like, what, 5 more Pokemon to go? So if it wasn't for that leftovers he got right there before I did the Endover, he'd be dead. He'd be on the floor. So then I switch out into my Slowking because I have confidence in my Slowking. He goes for the +3, yeah, +3 waterfall, and I thought this would kill me or get me at least a red, but it didn't really, which I was kind of happy. I was like, wow. Even though it's not super effective, I go for my Trick Room, and right here I kind of struggled because I'm not the master at Trick Rooms, but actually I did pretty good. So I get some lefties up, which is very good. He gets some lefties up, which is really bad because he's almost dead. And then I go for the Ice Beam here, I believe, the Ice Beam or the Shark, one of those. But he switches out, unfortunately, goes into his Cresselia, which the moveset on this Cresselia I thought was Wish, Protect, a Lunar Dance, and some other move, I'm not sure. But this actually was a dual screen Cresselia, which sucked so much because now it cut this Slowbro's special attacks. It didn't cut him, but you know, he's got some defenses. So I take this free turn on my Trick Room, plus he switched him to go for the nice nasty plot, you know, for to like sweep his team. And at this point, I'm like, okay, this Slowbro can sweep his team if I get enough nasty plots up plus trick room, which is actually very, very nice. So I go for the ice beam here, thinking I maybe get a crit or something like that to finish this Cresselia off. But it doesn't. His light screen and reflect kick in. It does its job, and it like practically protects his team, which sucks for me but rocks for him. So I get some lefties here. He switches out, goes into what I believe is Typhus, which is his muck, and this muck actually got very, very unlucky. This muck did no damage to my Slowbro because it got freeze hacks. Yes, I know. I've never gotten freeze hacks on my first run of Ice Beam. Unfortunately, now he is frozen. He cannot do anything. And I was talking to him, and he said he was really mad because this muck is, I believe, special attacker. Twisted Dimensions turned to normal. He's still frozen. He is frozen throughout my moves that are using him. I go for another trick room. I really should have gone for the nasty plot there, but it doesn't really matter. I would have needed trick room later on. So then he gets some leftovers here. I get some leftovers as well. I was actually thinking about putting Life Orb on this Slowking, but I decided it would be like kind of pointless. So I go for my nasty plots here, and I only go for 2, I believe, right here. 1, I believe, sorry, because I think I can sweep this muck. With like 2 surfs, something like that. So then we both get some leftovers. He's pretty much gaining his health back to where he started from, same as me. He's frozen, and I believe he's slow too, so that's why he's getting frozen goes first, and then me. So then I go for my ice beam here, which is very nice, and it does barely nothing to him, which sucks. So then we both get leftovers again. And at this point, I'm like, this will take such a long time to kill this muck. Because, of course, he is frozen. Ice Beam is pretty much doing nothing to him. Then I decided I'm going to go for my Surf, seeing how much Surf would do. I wasn't so sure if Ice Beam barely did nothing, Surf would barely do anything. But it turns out Surf does a chunk load of damage to this muck, which is awesome. And then I get a critical hit. I'm like, thank God. Because without the critical hit, I believe this muck would have waken up and then swept me. Because then he switches on to his Anibus, which is his Lucario. With my +2, I go for the Ice Beam. I wasn't so sure if Ice Beam would do anything, but oh my God, 2 crits. Listen, 2 crits in a row, which is awesome. And right now he's raging. This had never ever happened to him. Same as me. I've never really gotten 2 crits. And right after that, light screen turns to normal, which is good. He switches on to his crest, and he's gonna be setting up his screens again. He switches out his crest, set up his light screen. I go for the lucky trick room here, and I'd be able to go for the next turn easily. I am at +2, so I take this time to go for my another nasty plot because he's obviously going to be setting up his screens. If I would have gone for a move there, it may have killed him, may have not, but I just safely go for the nasty plot because now I'm +3 and I can take on anything on his team. I mean anything. I go for the ice beam. I'm pretty sure this guy's psychic and flying, or it says psychic. I wasn't sure. So I go for the ice beam. She goes for the lunar dance. A good move for him. Like I said, I only got to see 3 of Cresselia's move. I think this Crest had a wish. I'm not so sure. She obviously switches on to her Gyarados, which is very good. She gets her moonlight damage done, or moonlight restore done, and then this is looking pretty bad for me because this Gyarados is a pain, really. I do not want to put it to sleep. Well, I can't even put it to sleep anyway because my Smirgle is dead. I can switch out here, but like I said, I have +3 plus Trick Room up, so it would be kind of pointless. I go for the Ice Beam, being a normal, being a normal move, because I believe this Gyarados water and flying or dragon and flying, I'm not sure. He tries to go for his Dragon Dances here, and he wasn't predicting my Ice Beam to do that much. So practically this Gyarados is pretty much dead, which I'm very happy because Trick Room took its toll here. Trick Room is doing such a good job. This is why I love Trick Room now. I've never used a Trick Room team, but all the battles I saw, I was like, you know what, I'll try one. So then I go for the Ice Beam, kill this Mastodon, his Gyarados off, which is awesome for me. Dimensions turn back to normal. He goes into his Rogue, which, like all Flygons, are choice banded, I believe. Yeah, choice banded or choice scarf. I forgot which one. He goes for the U-turn, obviously being a super effective move. I thought I was gonna switch out here, but it does nothing to me. So, I'm happy. And he switches into Tsunami, which was his lead Swampert, which is now sleeping. And I am not gonna go for the Surf. I'm just gonna go for the safe Ice Beam because this Swamperts are actually Rock and Water, I believe. Yeah, Rock and Water, which is very, very good. And it does to yellow, which is very nice. He still doesn't wake up. His Pokemon are in a bad position right now. There's no way he'd be able to take out this Slowbro unless maybe Shadow Ball, a couple Shadow Balls, but what Swampert is going to carry Shadow Ball? I don't think he can even learn Shadow Ball anyway. So I go for the next Ice Beam. Obviously, this Ice Beam is going to take out this Swampert. Very, very nice. And so yeah, I finish this Swampert off. And I'm like, okay, good. All I've left is Flygon. His Flygon obviously has U-turn, and he can only use U-turn. So I'm pretty sure now I can finish this Flygon easily off with an Ice Beam. Sadly, he's still faster than me. He goes for his U-turn. U-turn takes its toll. Does a chunk load of damage, you could say to me, because yeah, it's super effective. Gets me down the yellow. Good game. What was his name? I forgot, but let's just call him Dean. Let's call him Dean for now. Good game. So yeah, good game, Flygon. This was a very fun battle. I hope we can have another one soon. So yeah, and Tyrone, that was his name. So yeah, and that's my Trick Room team. Be expecting more Trick Room teams in the future because I found out they're pretty fun, and I had like 5 more people on my team: Cubone, Deshnoyer, Embryon, my Wish Support, and my Snorlax. So comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you soon, guys. See ya.